Hi, this is Scary with Scary's Wide World of Mystery. I'm going to do a general reading today. I'm deciding to do general readings instead of more specified readings because I think that it's better to keep my readings general and timeless because, you know, I might get more messages or more specific messages if I do that, rather than trying to make my readings fit into a specified box. Thank you for those that were concerned about me and my family. I'd never gotten a warning like that on my phone. A warning that told me to get to shelter, so of course, I went and got to shelter, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to some of my friends, Steven and Cheska. Love you guys. Steven, my number hasn't changed, so hit me up if you want. Haven't heard from you in a long time. Anyway, I've been going through a lot of transformation lately. Been doing a lot of healing of the collective and now of myself because it's necessary. When you get into this healing position, you have to take care of yourself. Okay? I can't have people draining me 24/7, And then, of course, there's people that will drain you consistently without, any thought for your well-being, So I've had to cut a lot of takers out of my life. People that are liabilities to my well-being. Anyway, and I've had to cut out some people that were just out for blood or something. Like, you'd be surprised at the types of lost souls you can attract when you start on this path towards healing people. It's been wild. Anyway, I'm just shuffling cards. I'm using the Gothic Tarot deck. We've got a full moon in the sign of Scorpio coming up. But this reading, like I said, is going to be timeless in general. So it doesn't have to necessarily just be for this time. At any time that anyone feels guided to click on this reading, there's probably a message in there for you. The whole reading may or may not be for you, as it is, going to be a general reading, but I'm going to tap in and see what messages come through, all right? So if you're here watching this, welcome. I hope there's a message in this reading for you that helps you. Okay, I'm feeling it already. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? I did not think this through, did I? Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Aha! There we go. It does stand up this way. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bring it closer then. Oh, that's almost perfect. Okay, because it just shows the whole card. All right. So we have the High Priest. All right. The High Priest is somebody who has a lot of power and authority, for one, okay? And the I've been being like pulled to look at dichotomies a lot lately. Um, the which a dichotomy is like the equal and opposite half of a whole, okay? That's what I want to call a dichotomy. All right? So a dichotomy would be like heaven and hell, all right? Um One thing that I am kind of drawn to noting is that this guy, this high priest, he's in a coffin, okay? He's resting. He seems like he is very content in his place. All right? Very set in his ways. If you want if you want to if you want to note that yeah, he's basically somebody who is resting maybe on his laurels. Okay. But this card has a 5 on it, okay? And 5 is the number of change, and the high priest kind of represents tradition. I want to say that this is what Uranus in Taurus is right here. It's basically a disruption of tradition, okay? Yeah, you know, Uranus and Taurus is the biggest wake-up call we'll ever receive. We can't be sleeping on Uranus and Taurus, guys. This is a collective awakening of everybody. And everybody seems to be in a place where they're feeling especially vulnerable and emotionally volatile. And speaking from my own experience, I'm going through perimenopause right now. I started puberty early at age 9, and now I'm starting perimenopause early at age 37. It's basically a second puberty, if anyone was wondering. Except for it's like a second puberty on steroids. It's horrible. I'm not going to downplay this, okay? I'm not going to downplay it because honestly, I remember seeing my mom go through it, and I remember thinking, dang, you know, my mom used to be this really calm and sweet, you know, docile woman, and now she's this I'm gonna chop your head off warrior lady. Like, we didn't know if we were going to get our calm mother, or if we were going to get our heads bitten off during that period of time. And now, going through it myself, I understand why my mom was like that. The hormone swings are horrific. It's like going through a traumatic shift in your body chemistry. And that's I kind of feel like I'm going through it with Mother Earth right now, because Uranus and Taurus is like, yeah, the Earth is changing. Taurus is fixed Earth. And fixed Earth is the most fixed you can get, right? Because it's solid, it's matter, it's in form. So when fixed Earth starts going through disruptions and changes, that means, you know, natural disasters, you know, severe inclement weather, earthquakes, landslides, you know, volcanoes erupting, you name it, you know. The Earth is changing, and it's, you know, become kind of especially volatile, you know. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, sorry. It's getting hard to hold it with that one hand. I need to switch hands. But yeah, it's been like that, and honestly, it's kind of making me feel vulnerable just talking about it. But I think if I don't talk about it, then because it's not something that gets talked about a lot. The change, that, because Earth is feminine, right? Earth is a goddess, Mother Gaia. If we don't talk about it, then the people that come after us aren't going to know what's going on with them, and they're not going to know what to expect. And honestly, it wasn't really talked about when I was growing up, so I didn't really equate my mom's moodiness to her going through something really significant for her in her life. I equated it to, at the time, no offense because I was immature, my mom's just being a jerk, But it wasn't that. She really couldn't help it. Her body was going through so many changes. So, I have a whole new appreciation and respect for my own mother now that I'm going through it. Alright, time to shuffle some more. It's 11:11. I like to call out repeating numbers so that maybe if there's a message in that repeating number for you personally, then you catch it. You know what I mean? So, if you hear me calling out a repeating number, I know that probably sounds weird to you, but if I notice it, then I know it's probably a message for somebody. Okay, what's next? Man, this full moon in Scorpio honestly has me pretty nervous. The last 3 moon cycles have been really hard for me. I almost died during 2 of them, so I'm like, okay, this is going to be, because Pluto rules Scorpio, this is going to be another Moon Pluto sort of event. And I'm like, am I going to survive this one? Who knows? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, yeah, my health has been very unpredictable lately. I've been having ischemic strokes, which is not good. Not good. I've been having those ever since I quit vaping, so to anyone watching this, if you vape, I suggest not vaping, but be careful as you quit. Quitting cold turkey can be very devastating on your body. Alright, I quit cold turkey, and I ended up having half of my face paralyzed because I had a stroke. And just recently with the new moon in Taurus, I had another stroke. And I probably should have seen that one coming, because the whole day before it happened, I just was not feeling very well at all. Like, I was just sick. Anyway, it happened, I survived, and it put a lot of things in perspective for me. Let's just say that. I only want people around me that actually care about me now, Like, I don't want any superficial friendships anymore. I want deep friendships with people who, care about what's going on with me and my life, my well-being, etc. So, okay. Next card we have is 6 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling this one right now, because right now my progressed Chiron is still in Taurus, but it's in the 11th house of friendships, okay? So I have been cutting people out of my life that drain me and or are only in it for themselves, people that just take from me and don't have anything to offer back. And it's been hard. I've been really clinging to Mother Mary throughout this. I know that's an angel, but I've been clinging to Mother Mary to help me through this, because I've really had to put a lot of people to rest in my life, and here's the gravestones, and it's caused me to mourn a lot. It's caused me a lot of personal grief to have to do so, and it's not something that I wanted to do. It was something that I had to do, my self-preservation instincts kicked in, and I said, this person is not good for my well-being. Therefore, I need to let them go for whatever reason, Either because the person wasn't really being a friend, they were secretly an enemy, they were draining my energy and expecting too much from me. There's lots of reasons why it happens, but it's never fun. And it's always a cause for grief, and I know that it probably hurts both parties when it happens. But it's, it's a part of life, and it's something that you have to do, because sometimes you have to clear out the people that aren't meant to be in your life so that the people that are meant to be in your life can come through. Just like you have to clean out all of the old stuff in your closet before you get a bunch of new stuff, because you won't have any room for the new stuff if you haven't cleared out the old stuff, right? And you could have the best of intentions, or not intentions, okay, you could be as kind as possible in the process of doing this, but it's still gonna hurt, one way or the other. It's still gonna probably hurt both people, and I recognize that. And to anybody that I have hurt by cutting them out, I just want to say that I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I have to be there for me, first and foremost. I can't allow anything to negatively affect me emotionally. I can't let anything stress me out. If I get the feeling or the sense that somebody is only there for their personal gain and what they can get from me, and that they have no intentions of offering me anything valuable in return, then I have to let them go, because I cannot be drained right now. I need all of my life force to heal myself at this point in time. Alright. And that probably leaves me really vulnerable just talking about it, but God has let me know that I am loved and protected by Him. And I will just let you know, psychic vampires, I am loved and protected by God. And what you put out comes back to you. So maybe your efforts would be better spent on, instead of attacking others, healing yourself. Okay? Alright. That was the exact card I was hoping to see next. Justice. Okay? Justice is coming, guys. So I really hope that you have tried your best to be an asset for others and to help others to heal, change, and grow, and come into their greater selves, their higher selves, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. We're here to grow, and eventually you will come into your I am presence. And that's when you're the most raw and vulnerable, is when a star is first born. It is very volatile. It's a very volatile process, okay? It's going to make you feel like you exploded. I'm not joking. You feel like you have imploded or exploded. I don't know maybe both simultaneously. It's really hard to say. But you can't look at anything the same anymore. Okay? Everything looks different. Even everything that you watch on TV, every song you hear, it's going to have a different meaning for you. A higher meaning. You're going to see how everything that happens, even the horrible things, are meant to happen. And you're going to have to learn to love and accept all of it. Even the painful stuff, you know, because I've been hurt a lot too. I've been hurt a lot too. All right? But nobody is a victim, all right? People can only trigger your wounds, you know, and when that happens, you need to take the necessary steps to heal those wounds, because you can't heal a wound that you don't know that you have. All right? And that wounds that are concealed are dangerous, right? You could be bleeding internally and not know it. So don't lash out at people that trigger your ego wounds. It happens for the healer as well as the healee, you know what I mean? Like, those ego wounds that get triggered, that I've triggered for other people, were also triggered for me simultaneously. Okay, this wasn't a one-sided event. It happened for both of us, and so I became aware of wounds that I had that I needed to heal, alright? But it isn't easy being a healer, because people will lash out at you when you trigger their ego wounds. You know? It's been really difficult. And it has taken everything inside of me to hang in there and to stay the path of the healer, even though, honestly, through my ego self, I wanted to throw my hands up in the air and give up. You know, I've wanted to give up multiple times, but, you know, karmic justice is going to happen. Everything that has been taken from you is going to come back to you, okay? So all of that energy that you put out there to heal others is going to come back to you. Nobody can really steal anything from you, because, you know, karma's going to set it right. Those who are psychic vampires and live off the energy of others, they're going to find themselves starving, because they didn't put out any good energy in the world. All they did was take. And when all of that energy gets, you know, taken from them because it was not theirs to begin with, they're going to be, you know, struggling. So I guess pay attention to that. Notice those that are struggling really hard, because they're going to be grasping at straws. They're going to be trying so hard to siphon the energy off of others, and it's not going to be allowed. Okay? The new order is, you know, going to be that justice has to be served, because you cannot take from people indefinitely, you know? You cannot be a taker indefinitely. You have to be self-sustaining. All right? You have to fill your own cup. All right? And you can't be giving. You have to fill your own cup. All right? Whether anybody judges you for that or not. Like, I've felt plenty of judgment for needing time off. And, you know, I've been healing the world on a grand scale. It's taken a lot out of me. There's been days where I've had absolutely no energy for myself, and that's dangerous, guys. Don't let it get to that point. It's been, you know, a lot of trial and error for me. You know, I can't let it get to the point where I don't have the energy to take care of myself. All right? So yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card, and I'm going to shuffle. Yeah, always take care of yourself. You have to be a friend to yourself first, okay? And I'm becoming the best friend I ever had. And guess what? When you're on this path, you might get abandoned by people, or you might have to abandon people, and that's just the way it goes. It's not fun, but it's necessary, you know. And sometimes you have to have that fear of being abandoned triggered within you so you can heal that wound. You know, I've had to heal that wound time and time again. But it's made me who I am today. I wouldn't be in my I am presence if I hadn't have gone through that. I had to become self-sustaining, basically. I couldn't rely on other people to validate me or fill my cup. I had to do it myself. And you can too. It's not easy, but you'll get there. Alright? Okay. I'm feeling it. See? See? Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Look at that card, man. That card just says so much. So we're going to be laying to rest our old identities, okay? And, you know, you need to take time to mourn your old self. Because whether you are consciously aware of it or not, you do love yourself. And so when one of your identities dies, it's painful and it hurts. Okay? You have to grieve that person because, you know, that person died. I mean, generally speaking, they just get archived. You know, it's like getting a major software update where like all of your outdated software gets, you know, put away somewhere, I guess. And then you are reborn into this updated version of yourself, okay? But you are always being held, all right? You are always being carried by yourself. And we are all facets and pieces of Creator Source. And when you recognize that, you can no longer doubt yourself. And when you recognize yourself as that facet of God, you start coming into that power. All right? You start claiming your power. So, yeah, claim your power. Take time to grieve and mourn and be kind to yourself. If you just got reborn, that basically makes you an infant, you know, and infants need special care. Alright, guys. I love you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful full moon in Scorpio experience. I don't know how regularly I'm going to be doing readings at all because I am still in the process of transformation. I'm basically a baby right now, so I'm taking good care of myself. Don't worry about me. I love you all so much. I will talk to you later. Hey, bye.